Meteorologist Matthew East here with you. This is a Thursday, November 5th edition of the Carolina Weather Video here, and we'll spend some time in the tropics. First of all, we have Ida down there in the Caribbean Sea. Ida quickly made it to tropical depression and then tropical storm intensity as we went through yesterday. Now, as I'm cutting this video here early this morning, about 5 o'clock in the morning, we have Ida getting very close to making landfall there on the Central American coast. This is the satellite imagery this morning. That's sort of the broad view. Let me give you the closer up shot here. Again, Ida, the center right in this area, getting very close to that coast of Central America. It's going to cause some flooding problems for sure around Nicaragua and other spots there in the surrounding countries in Central America. And here's the broad shot. Sort of the key to the future here of Ida is how long it stays over land there in Central America. This is the National Hurricane Center forecast. They bring it back out into the Caribbean Sea very early Saturday morning. If it's sooner than that, we might have a significant tropical system on our hands. We'll see. Now let me show you some of the modeling. It's pretty interesting. There's first of all the spread amongst the various computer models, and they're all in general agreement. We're looking at a northwesterly track here, but again, the details here, what's really important, and I think the biggest factor here for how strong Ida can get down the road is, or even if it survives, is how long it stays over Central America. If it stays over Central America too long, it might not make it past its journey across land. But if it doesn't spend too long over land, then here's one of the extreme solutions. This is the GFDL model. And boy, it really ramps Ida up to major hurricane intensity here. And this is the forecast valid 120 hours. So we're talking, let's see, what'd that be? That'd be early next work week. Ida near the western tip of Cuba, and the GFDL rather here has the pressure way down at 915 millibars and the wind at 157 knots. That is a powerful, powerful hurricane being indicated on the GFDL. And I will say, a lot of the models do strengthen this back up. Here's the Canadian. It eventually brings it to close to the Louisiana coast in 108 hours, so it really races this system pretty quickly. GFS, out at 144 hours, actually brings this close to the Gulf Coast and then actually pushes it southeast back across Florida. It's way too soon to tell for sure what's going to happen, but Ida's going to be interesting to watch. There are a couple models this morning, the most notably the NOGAPS and I believe the European to a large extent really weaken Ida as it keeps it over land for an extended period of time. But a lot of the other models really ramp this back up in intensity as it gets back over the Caribbean Sea. And that water in the western Caribbean Sea is quite warm. And now what will happen is if it can re-strengthen into a significant system, it'll weaken as it gets into the Gulf. The water's cooler there. It'll start feeling the influence of an approaching trough as well. But it's certainly possible we could wind up with a hurricane in the western Caribbean Sea as we get on into the weekend. Interesting to watch here in November. All right, on to our weather. Big trough in the eastern part of the country. Cool start today, and we have some chilly nights coming up, but it's going to be a gorgeous day today. Our high temperatures today in the mid-60s. Will be a little breezy. Could see some winds gusting today up to 25 miles an hour. Cold one tonight. High pressure right overhead. A lot of mid-30s for lows. At least some scattered frost a possibility tonight. And then wall-to-wall sunshine tomorrow. A gorgeous day. Most highs in the low 60s. Another cold one tomorrow night into Saturday morning, as it looks like low to mid-30s will be the rule for low temperatures there on Saturday morning. Then again, wall-to-wall sunshine Saturday, highs in the low to mid-60s, and it looks like here by Sunday, we'll see a lot of us up into the low 70s for highs. So it's just some fantastic weekend weather, sunshine all weekend long, and up to the lower 70s by Sunday afternoon. All right, here's Monday. We begin to see some of that tropical moisture creeping into the southeast on the GFS. We should still be dry Monday. But Tuesday is when the GFS begins to bring that moisture on into our area. And the timing, of course, differs on the various models, but it still looks like we'll see the chance of some rain Tuesday into Wednesday, and how much rain we see greatly dependent on wherever Ida eventually heads. The GFS, again, it curves Ida back across Florida, so we never get into that deep tropical moisture, whereas, say, on the Canadian we do. So a lot of differences with the long-term track of Ida, but something we'll be watching, of course, as we head into next week. And, of course, we'll have the tropical updates for you at 21 and 51 minutes past the hour on News 14 Carolina. And finally, look out toward the end of the run. Still, the GFS indicating a big push of cold air into the eastern part of the country around the 18th or 19th of November. So we'll keep watching for that as well. All right, that's it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Enjoy the great weather here over the next few days, and have a great Thursday. God bless.